Hello, Gig Harbor Church. It is Thursday, a couple of days into summer, and boy, are we running and jumping into it like quickly. I hope you're all staying hydrated, staying cooled off. Just want to give you a quick update on some changes and things that are coming our way during these days, so you're hopefully informed and also can help me spread the word to help communicate with people what the coming days look like, both in the summer and this week especially as well. First off, starting this week, we're no longer going to be requiring sign-ups to come to worship. We've been able to actually have about 87 as our threshold in the building with spacing and those kinds of things. And with sign-ups and those that have been walking in, we haven't seen that us come close to that threshold yet. And so starting this week, we're not going to require any sign-ups. We just hope you'll be able to come and know that you don't have to take an extra step to come and worship with us this week. We will continue to have the Joy Sunday School Ministry class meeting at 9:30. They'll be the only class for right now that will be meeting. We're actually going to take the time this summer to really evaluate both what our visual realities are and who we're seeing, and to begin to sort of gear what Christian education is going to look like in the coming days for us. And so we'll be able to we're going to work this summer to kind of develop a plan for what the fall will look like, so that we can make sure that we're both balancing our volunteer base well and making sure that we're putting forth something that we really feel good about in the coming days. Let's see, right to my right, your left. One of the changes that we'll actually see in our worship services that some of you that have been back in person have seen, we haven't been receiving the offering by passing the offering plates. We've actually set up offering boxes both in the back of the sanctuary and just outside the sanctuary doors. And so if you bring tithes and offerings, we just want to let you know to drop those in right there as you're either coming in or on your way out. Those will help us to continue to meet the needs that we have both within the building and with our staff that we do have in place. And so want to just make you aware of that. We'll evaluate what that looks like. For now, we're just going to kind of hold the line on that because we've really just kind of continued to see generosity on the parts of the people, and all our bills are continued to be paid, and we're really thankful to you and to God for the ways in which He continues to provide for us. Starting this week as well, we're also going to make masks are going to be optional. That's going to be, as I've been tracking the numbers, both with the CDC, I know that the CDC says that Washington's really about is over 70% for those that have received a first vaccination dose. And Washington actually tracks their numbers different. CDC does it for 18 years and older, and Washington's been tracking 16 years and older. With those that are 16 and older, there's really about 68% that have at least received a vaccination. I do anticipate that Governor Inslee will be opening everything up on the 30th in the coming days. And so I'm going to run with the CDC numbers, which are what I've been trying to do since the get-go to kind of help us gear. I do understand that not everybody wants to get vaccinated, and I respect people's decisions to do that. But my responsibility is to kind of cover the safety of everybody that's calls this place their church home. But starting this week, masks will be an optional thing for you as you participate and come join us for worship. We've removed all the plexiglass up front. We are currently in the process of setting up our chairs in sort of a different kind of structure for those that feel comfortable being in closer knit quarters with other people. We'll have a section of our sanctuary designated for those that just have no problem doing that. For those that still might be feeling a little bit hesitant, would like to be in worship, but would prefer to have some spacing, we'll have a section of our sanctuary designated for that as well, so that we can kind of equally allow the proper spacing and allow the spacing for everybody and where they currently feel they're comfortable at this time. With that said, I don't want to create any levels of division for anybody. I don't want people to, if there might be people that show up that still feel comfortable wearing a mask, I'm really asking that you respect what people's space and what they're showing you to be. This is really about a collective responsibility of us being the body of Christ and being loving to one another. And so I just want to let you know that there may be some that feel more comfortable wearing masks when they be here. You're more than welcome. For those that feel comfortable not wearing a mask, we welcome you to be a part of this space. I'm not interested in gossip. I'm not interested in slander. I'm not interested in creating a spirit of division in any way, shape, or form. I'm interested in us being together to worship the risen Jesus together. My job is to continue to point us to the way of Jesus. I will continue to do that, but I do ask that we respect what people are actually showing us to one another. This isn't about you creating thoughts or opinions about one another or casting labels on anybody. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested, again, in pointing people to the way of Jesus, and we will continue to do that proactively as this group in this body is here. With that said, if you've got questions, feel free to reach out to me, send me an email, whatever it is that you feel like you would like to do to express your opinions or thoughts or questions that you have. Thank you for the ways in which you've journeyed with us in these last several months. I know this has been a long road for all of us. Again, things can change at any time, and we have the responsibility to adapt and be flexible as we go. But this is the statement, this is the movement we're making as we step forward in the days to come. And as always, you know how much you're loved. I pray for you every day at 3 o'clock. In the afternoon, my alarm goes off. But Christ be with you. You are loved. We'll see you on Sunday.